Imagine a butterfly. Small, delicate, flitting through a summer sky. Its wings, painted with vibrant colors, catch the sunlight as it dances through the air. Now imagine this butterfly flapping its wings, a gentle, almost imperceptible motion, yet filled with grace and purpose, a simple, almost invisible act. But what if this tiny movement, seemingly insignificant, could set off a chain of events that reverberates across the globe? Could this tiny movement, in some faraway corner of the world, have a significant impact elsewhere? Could it perhaps influence the weather patterns or even the course of human events? Could it perhaps cause a hurricane on the other side of the globe? This idea, though it may sound far-fetched, is at the heart of what we call the butterfly effect. This is the essence of the butterfly effect, a concept that suggests that small actions can have large, far-reaching consequences. The butterfly effect is more than just a whimsical thought experiment, it is a profound idea that has real-world implications, influencing fields as diverse as meteorology, economics, and even our daily lives. It's a powerful concept rooted in chaos theory. Chaos theory explores how small changes in a complex system can lead to massive and often unpredictable consequences. This theory explores how small changes in a complex system can lead to massive and often unpredictable consequences. It shows us that the world is a web of interconnected systems, where even the tiniest alteration can have a ripple effect. It suggests that even the most insignificant actions can ripple outwards, setting in motion a chain of events with far-reaching effects. Just like a single domino can topple an entire line, a small action can trigger a cascade of events. Think of it like a whisper. A whisper, though barely audible, can travel across a crowded room, carrying its message from one person to another. It can change the mood, the conversation, and even the outcome of events. A whisper, though barely audible, can travel across a crowded room, carrying its message from one person to another. In the same way, small actions can have a surprisingly large impact, their influence spreading outwards like ripples on a pond. In the same way, small actions can have a surprisingly large impact, their influence spreading outwards like ripples on a pond. A single drop of water can create waves that reach the farthest shores. The butterfly effect challenges our understanding of cause and effect. It reminds us that the world is a complex and interconnected place where even the smallest actions can have profound consequences. It reminds us that the world is a complex and interconnected place where even the smallest actions can have profound consequences. In nature, we see this interconnectedness everywhere. A bee pollinates a flower, a seed grows into a tree, and each action contributes to the balance of the ecosystem. It invites us to consider the power of our own actions and the responsibility we hold in shaping the world around us. Every choice we make, no matter how small, can have a lasting impact. Whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or a moment of compassion, our actions can create ripples that touch the lives of others in ways we may never fully understand. Once upon a time, a wise old man sat by a tranquil lake, observing the world around him. The lake was calm, its surface like a mirror reflecting the sky above. The old man often came here to think, to reflect on the mysteries of life, and to find peace in the gentle sounds of nature. One day a young boy approached, eager to learn from the man's wisdom. The boy had heard tales of the old man's knowledge and had traveled far, hoping to gain insight into the secrets of life. "Master," the boy asked, "what is the most important lesson life has taught you?" He looked up at the old man with wide, curious eyes, hoping for an answer that would change his life forever. The old man smiled gently and pointed to a small pebble lying near the edge of the water. It was an ordinary stone, easily overlooked, yet it held the key to a profound truth. "Pick up that pebble, my child," he instructed. The boy hesitated for a moment, wondering what lesson could possibly come from such a simple task. But he trusted the old man and did as he was told. The boy obeyed, picking up the smooth gray stone. He turned it over in his hand, feeling its cool surface and wondering what significance it held. "Now throw it into the lake," the old man said, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. The boy tossed the pebble into the air. It splashed into the water, disappearing beneath the surface. For a moment there was silence, and then the water began to ripple outward from where the pebble had landed. "What did you see?" the old man inquired, his voice gentle but probing. "I saw the pebble make ripples," the boy replied, "ripples that spread out across the lake." He watched as the ripples grew larger, touching every part of the lake's surface. The old man nodded slowly, a knowing smile on his face. He could see that the boy was beginning to understand. "That, my child, is the essence of life," he said softly. The boy looked at him, puzzled, and the old man continued. "Every action, no matter how small, creates ripples that spread outwards, impacting the world around us. Just as the pebbles' ripples touched every part of the lake, so too do our actions affect the world in ways we cannot always see. This simple fable beautifully illustrates the butterfly effect. The idea that small causes can have large effects is a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. Just as the pebble created ripples that spread across the lake, so too do our actions create ripples that extend far beyond our immediate perception. The boy watched the ripples, mesmerized by their beauty and the lesson they carried. Every choice we make, every word we speak, every interaction we have, has the potential to influence the course of events, both big and small. The old man placed a hand on the boy's shoulder, his eyes filled with kindness and wisdom. "Remember, my child, that your actions matter. Even the smallest deed can have far-reaching consequences." The boy nodded, understanding the weight of the lesson he had learned. As they walked away from the lake, the boy felt a sense of responsibility and purpose. He knew that he would carry this lesson with him for the rest of his life, always mindful of the ripples he created in the world. The sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the tranquil lake. The old man and the boy walked side by side, their hearts filled with the wisdom of the ages and the promise of a better tomorrow. And so the ripples continued to spread, a testament to the power of small actions and the grand consequences they can bring. The lake, once again calm, held the memory of the pebble's journey, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. In the end, it is the small, seemingly insignificant actions that shape our world, creating ripples that touch every corner of our lives. And with that, the fable of tiny causes and grand consequences was complete, leaving a lasting impression on all who heard it. History is replete with examples of the butterfly effect, where seemingly insignificant events have had a profound impact on the course of human events. This concept, often illustrated through various anecdotes and legends, underscores the interconnectedness of our actions and their far-reaching consequences. One such example is the story of King Richard III of England, a tale that has been passed down through generations and continues to captivate historians and enthusiasts alike. Legend has it that on the eve of the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485, Richard's fate was sealed by the loss of a single horseshoe. This battle was a decisive moment in the Wars of the Roses, a series of conflicts that had already ravaged England for decades. As the story goes, Richard's groom was sent to have his horse reshod. The blacksmith, a crucial figure in medieval society, was responsible for ensuring that the horses were well equipped for the rigors of battle. However, the blacksmith, either through haste or carelessness, failed to secure one of the horseshoes properly. This small oversight, seemingly trivial at the time, would have dire consequences. During the battle, Richard's horse stumbled, throwing him to the ground. In the chaos of medieval warfare, such an event could easily turn the tide of battle. This seemingly minor mishap proved to be a turning point in the battle. Soldiers, witnessing their king's fall, might have been demoralized, leading to a breakdown in their ranks. Richard, unhorsed and surrounded by enemies, was killed, and the Tudor dynasty rose to power in his place. This marked the end of the Plantagenet line and the beginning of a new era in English history. Whether the story of Richard III's horseshoe is entirely accurate or not, it serves as a powerful reminder of how seemingly insignificant events can have monumental consequences. The butterfly effect, a term coined in the 20th century, perfectly encapsulates this phenomenon. It shows how the course of history can hinge on the smallest of details, on a single seemingly inconsequential event. This story, whether fact or fiction, invites us to reflect on the delicate balance of our actions and their potential to shape the future in ways we might never anticipate. Throughout history, there are countless examples of small actions leading to significant outcomes. From the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which sparked World War I, to the invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg, which revolutionized the spread of knowledge, these events remind us of the profound impact that seemingly minor actions can have. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 by a single gunshot set off a chain reaction that led to one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. Similarly, Gutenberg's invention in the 15th century, a simple mechanical device, transformed the way information was disseminated, leading to the Renaissance and the modern age. These examples, like the story of Richard III's horseshoe, illustrate the butterfly effect in action. They remind us that our actions, no matter how small, can ripple through time, influencing events far beyond our immediate understanding. As we reflect on these historical moments, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of our world. The butterfly effect teaches us to be mindful of our actions, for they may have consequences that reach far beyond our own lifetimes. In the grand tapestry of history, every thread, no matter how small, plays a crucial role in shaping the future. The butterfly effect has also captured the imagination of storytellers, finding its way into countless works of literature and film. In Ray Bradbury's classic short story A Sound of Thunder, a time traveler's accidental crushing of a butterfly in the distant past has catastrophic consequences for the future, drastically altering the course of human history. Similarly, the film The Butterfly Effect explores the concept of interconnectedness and the potential for seemingly insignificant actions to have life-altering consequences. The protagonist, able to travel back in time, attempts to change the past, only to find that even the smallest alterations can have unintended and often devastating repercussions. These stories, though fictional, serve as compelling thought experiments for us. They force us to confront the interconnectedness of our world and the potential for our actions, however small, to have a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate sphere of influence.